Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are continuing the new makeup product at Dior, and for today's review I have the new lipstick at Dior. We're like bringing back the 90s where you had those very compact and long lipstick, and I feel like there's a little bit of that movement coming back at Dior anyway, with that little grungy, edgy looking new makeup collection for fall with the Miss Dior collection. And this is the Rouge Dior On Stage lipstick. This is a new product, but this used to exist a long time ago at Dior. These lipstick, they have been reformulated, reinvented, and at the moment there are 10 shades in the collection for the Rouge Dior On Stage. And it is a high shine, extra long wear lipstick. It's meant to be super comfortable on the lips, super hydrating. I think there is peony extract in it to keep your lips very smooth and plump all throughout the day. And it's not an easy thing. So obviously I don't develop the product, but by definition, to have something that is super high shine and to be super long lasting, something in the formula needs to really grip onto your skin. So you're going to have a very high pigment payoff. You're going to have something that is quite bold. It's not just going to be a sheer color onto your lips. I haven't tried them. I'm hoping the formula is not too thick or too creamy. I like my lipstick to be quite light onto my lips, onto the skin. And I'm quite happy they are super shiny. I like this idea. And they call it the Coated Shine Lipstick Ultra Wear and Intense Comfort. I have two shades. I have the 120 that is the Iconic Rose and 550 that is Red Shock. I really like the packaging. It's very sexy. It's very feminine. I love how that long elongated silhouette, it's like, I don't know, two little long legs, model legs, which I don't have. I have heard other reviewers on YouTube, other people saying that it's actually really long wear and it does leave a little bit of a stain onto your lip, not as in a lip stain, but because the formula, the payoff is really good, it does stay for a very long time. So I'm going to swatch them on my hand to start. Look at the applicator. So it does say in the box that you need to open it, so you twist it out for about 2 millimeters, and to be sure to put it all the way back in so the lipstick, the formula doesn't dry and it stays protected in the tube. So let's go with 120 Iconic Rose, a beautiful nude pink. This is gorgeous. Look at the shine. It makes me think of the high shine, ultra shine at Tom Ford. Look at this. And you would usually have a shine like this in something that is a little bit less long wear, or if it's a gloss, you'll have that super shiny look. This is absolutely gorgeous. And it's not like the Chanel where you have the double end where you're going to lock the color with the gloss on top of it. This is truly just one lipstick. And the Red Shock, ooh, I forgot, to be honest, which shade I had ordered. This is like a red brick. It is gorgeous. Two beautiful shades. I wasn't sure, so I said to myself, I'm gonna pick up two, see how it goes, and I might add some into my collection depending. I really like this. Let's see how. Okay, so you can still, you know, play with it, smudge it, but the red does leave quite a good stain on your skin. So I would assume that the pink will most likely disappear a little bit quicker than the red just because of the color pigment. But you still have a lot of shine and it's not sticky. It's got a bit of an oil finish to it, not unpleasant. I much rather having a bit of an oily sensation over a sticky sensation personally. and there is perfume in it. It's that very powdery floral perfume. Let's go with the application. And also, before I go ahead, I am wearing, I don't know why sometimes when I do my makeup just in the makeup studio, not with the camera on, my makeup seem to be not as punchy, or we're not seeing as much the shade on the camera. But I am wearing the blush, the new soft filter blush at Dior, and this is the shade Orchid. And honestly, in person, it does show much more. Here on the camera, it looks really soft. And on my eyes, it's the new Chanel palette, Les Boutons, and I have been using the palette Stellar. I really, really like it. I think it's a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Don't judge it just by how the shades looks in the palette. It's a stunning eyeshadow quad. I have the 4 of them. I've done reviews on them already, but a beautiful eyeshadow palette. Anyway, back to this lipstick. I'm gonna grab my mirror and then I'm gonna try on the Iconic Rose first. Oh, it's applying so nicely and smoothly on the lips. It's literally like a lip balm. Oh, it's so comfortable. I am so surprised. I was expecting something to be a little bit more sticky or creamy or heavier on the lips. This is gorgeous. I think I would definitely apply a lip liner just because I feel like something's missing for me in my personal taste, but this shade is gorgeous. The lipsticks retail at £39 in the UK, so I think it's quite a reasonable price point for Dior and high-end makeup. I think we're not necessarily in that crazy excess like we're seeing with other brands at the moment, not to name anyone. And I think, you know, when you try a new product, some products you know right away that you love them. This is one of them. I have to say though, the perfume, the smell in the product, in the lipstick, is quite present. It is a strongly perfumed lipstick. I don't mind it, but I'm surprised on how much there is perfume in the lipstick. I love the texture. I love the formula. It is so creamy and it's so light on the skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lipstick, and look at the shine. And it's not sitting in the fine lines. It is such a nice lipstick. I am extremely happily surprised. Nothing sticky, nothing disgusting. There is a bit of that oily feel to it, but it's actually quite nice. It's like, it's very comfortable. It makes your lips feel really comfortable and hydrated. Right, for purpose of reviewing the product with you, I'm gonna remove it just with a cloth here. See how, okay, it's actually hard to remove. You do need a little bit of micellar water. I'm surprised it's got quite a good grip on the lip. And obviously, I'm happy I started with the lightest shade. Yeah, you do need to rub your lip for the product to come off. And now that I've removed it, it really makes me think of the Chanel Duo Ultra. I am forgetting the name, but the one with the duo end, the 2 ends. So you've got the color and the lip gloss. It's very, very close on the sensation on when you remove it, how it just sticks to your lip. And I've left the 2 swatch on my hand on purpose to see. And now that it's set, you know, it is, obviously you'll still have a little bit of transfer onto your skin, but the color is not going away. The pigment is really there onto my skin. Now with the red, the Shock Red, is that Red Shock 550? I better like the color. It better be looking nice on me because I think I'm gonna have to rub it quite a bit to remove the shade. So let's go. And I don't think I can talk too much with this application because there is fluff on my lipstick. Oh, this is beautiful. The shade is definitely darker than what I thought and what I could see on the back of my hand. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love the shade. Obviously, for a shade like this, I think you need to have a minimal rest of the makeup. I think today's makeup fit with the shade, but look at how glam and elegant this shade is. And the applicator, because the lipstick is very small, it's that very slim lipstick, it makes the application so easy. You're not going over the line of your lip. It's making the application so easy. I am loving this shade. Not necessarily everyone's cup of tea, but I think once in a while, a really nice red like this is gorgeous. So now I'm going to try and remove these on the back of my hand with micellar water because it's been there for a little while now. And you do require a good rubbing, but it does come off. But it does leave a little bit of a, not stain, but it does leave something on, a little bit of color transfer onto your skin. Safe to say, I know this will stay on my lips for quite some time. Then I need to see how it goes when you eat, drink, and just, you know, go about your day. I do have to do some errands. I have to go to the grocery store. So I'm gonna go with the lipstick and see how it looks by the end of the day. And I'll make sure there is a short clip for you to see how the lipstick looks after a few hours. Right, so the lipstick has about 7 hours now on my lips. I've had dinner, I've had snacks, I've had water, I gave a bath to baby girl, and the light is not the best. I'm trying to find what's the right angle, but look at how beautiful and long-lasting this lipstick is. There's literally not a patch, there is nothing, everything is intact. It looks so good for about close to 8 hours lipstick that I've put on 8 hours ago. It is so good. It's super long wear. There's still a lot of shine on the lipstick. I did not do any touch up. This is a true long wear. I wouldn't say it's transfer proof. Obviously, if I were to pat my lip with a Kleenex or anything, you would have lipstick onto the napkin. But it is a pretty good long wear ultra shine lipstick. But I can already tell you, I am completely sold. I really, really like the formula. Honestly, if you want something that is long lasting and it's not going to dry up your lips, which is hard to find at a decent price point. I'm not saying it's budget friendly, but I think it's not crazy for a really good lipstick. I think it's, you know, you choose a shade that you really like, and with the 10 shades available, I'm sure you can find something that you're going to be wearing on a daily basis. It is a beautiful, elegant, it's feminine, it's got something edgy to it, it's long wear, super comfortable, and I absolutely love it, guys. Again, Dior strikes. It is seriously, I'm just blown away by Dior in the past few years. Every time there's a new product, it's wow. I want to say though a few words on the blush. So the Forever Blush Soft Filter, and there has been a lot of comments on my previous video where I did the review on them, where some of you've done the application and after a few hours the blush had completely disappeared. And it doesn't matter. The person said that she had a dry skin. I have heard that as well. I think it also depends on how you prep your skin. If you're using a lot of moisturizer and if you have a glowy foundation, there are factors that will mean that your cream blush might actually move. So it really depends onto my skin. And so today I'm wearing the Hydra Nude Foundation from Dior, but I do set my makeup with a setting spray and a powder, a loose powder. I haven't had any trouble. I haven't seen the blush disappearing or moving. But then it comes down also on how you prep your skin. I have seen people giving reviews on they have an oily skin and the blush has disappeared completely. It left their skin. Like it just smudged and there was no blush left. Sadly, I think this is due to the formula. I think if you have an oily skin, you need to prep and set your skin differently that if you have versus a skin that is dry, that's just normal. But try and play with it. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of how tweaking a little bit your makeup application. From experience, if you're gonna go and use products that are all cream and glowy product, you can't be applying too much skincare right before. And if you do need to wait a little bit. You do need to give some time on the product to really be absorbed by your skin before you go ahead with your makeup product. So do your skin prep, wait at least a good 30 minutes, and then go on with, primer, foundation, blush, set. What I usually do, I'll do skincare, and then there's a lot of time in between. I go on with my primer, foundation, concealer, blush, and then I apply my setting spray all on my cream product before I do anything else. So I come and seal all my cream product, and then I apply loose powder, setting powder, blush powders, whatever, bronzer, highlighter, all the powders on top of what's been set already. And then you can go ahead and set again with your setting spray. There's no rule. You can go ahead and set it. I think there's nothing more frustrating than buying a new product when you see it so nice and good looking on other people and it's not working on you. The product will work. You just need to find what's the recipe or the formula to make it work. So I just thought I'd come here and give you a little bit of, not necessarily advice, but how I would try and make it work if I was dealing with a client who's got, oily skin, or say that it's not working on my skin. I hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. Before I let you go, guys, I am wearing jewelry from Idol. This was sent to me, but on today's video, they are not sponsoring the video. I'm just telling you how much I am loving the jewelry. It is diamond grown in a lab, so lab grown diamond. Go see their website. They have some unique pieces and I absolutely love how it's feminine, but you can stack them, so it's giving you that modern, so we're talking about edgy and modern look. It's still very feminine, very elegant, but you can add your own personal touch to them. Like those earrings, you can stack them, you can add on to it. Same with the necklace, any jewelry, the rings, anything. Go see their website. They are absolutely fantastic. I've got all the details down below in the description on the jewelry I am wearing, and there's the link if you want to go see their website as well. As usual, I will be listing in the description box as well the makeup that I am wearing on today's look. I think I've kept things simple-ish. I'm just trying to play with makeup. I have so much makeup. You only see here the 2 shelves, but like it's getting to a point where I did a declutter recently, and just because some stuff was so old and things that I've never actually used, so I gave it to some friends and family. But I'm trying to use as much as I can on a daily basis. Just try and play with all the makeup. I think we're all a little bit guilty of using what's new and shiny, and we tend to forget what's a little bit older at the back of the shelf. So this is your daily reminder. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Go see all the videos I have on my channel. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.